This is Opinion City, where pro wrestling gets the conversation it deserves. Real voices, real opinions, live every Sunday.
All right. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Opinion City podcast. I am your host, King Ralph, alongside Parmesan. What's going on, buddy?
What's happening? What is going on with you? How was your weekend, man?
Oh man, pretty good. Yesterday was pretty good as well because listen, man, we live in a world where Samuel Zane, Captain Sweatpants himself, the man who looks homeless all the time, he's a world champ now.
He did
buddy.
it, man.
So
he
I'm
did it.
Super excited for that.
I watched that this morning. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought for sure it was going either to Cody or to Gunther. But Sami Zayn with
I'm on the Gunther train. That's pretty well. That's pretty well documented. But Cody Rhodes not walking out with it, I'm all for it.
I'm done with Cody. I'm done with Cody.
All right. Well, we have a guest on the show today. Sean, tell us about our guest and tell us about his top 5.
I will. We are tentatively talking to he's known as the Star Assassin. You may know him as the Green Flash as well. Morgan Dash, who we recently got to see live at Power Pro.
Yes,
during the Prodigy Cup.
Yeah. Showing out there, quite a showing by Morgan Dash. Unfortunately, at the moment, Morgan Dash is having some technical difficulties, so we're hoping that we'll get to Morgan Dash soon. But while we are waiting on Mr. Morgan Dash, time to take care of a little business, and we want to thank our sponsor sponsoring the Opinion City ticker. That is Jersey Rebel Clothing. Every day the world tells you to fit in. Dress this way, act this way, think this way. But what if being different is your greatest strength? Well, Jersey Rebel Clothing was created for the dreamers, the creators, the fighters, and the people bold enough to be themselves. Inspired by the resilience and attitude of New Jersey, our apparel represents a simple belief: choose authenticity over conformity. Whether you're chasing your dreams, building your legacy, or simply refusing to follow the crowd, Jersey Rebel Clothing is made for you. Visit jerseyrebelclothing.com and shop our latest collections today, because being yourself isn't a trend, it's a revolution. Jersey Rebel Clothing, to be free is to be rebellious. Join the rebellion. All right, we want to thank again Jersey Rebel Clothing for sponsoring our Opinion City ticker down below, jerseyrebelclothing.com. That's down in the description. And while we're talking about a few things, let's throw a few things out there.
Let's do it.
Next week, we've got a big episode we're excited about. Boom! We are talking to High Fashion.
Oh yeah,
Sean, we got we've seen High Fashion before. We got a chance to talk to them at a recent show we were at, and we are super excited to have High Fashion on the podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Next week. The next time that you can see us live anywhere, boom, July 19th, baby. We are at the Real Rumble. This is the 7th iteration of the Real Rumble at the Mahoning Valley Drive-In Theater in Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Guys, this is an incredible event. If you've never been to the Mahoning, first off, you got to get there, because it is just an amazing experience. But going for Real Rumble, not only do you get to see Predator, but you get to see live wrestling right there in front of the screen before the movie starts. And because it's on a Sunday, there's going to be a huge vendors market, which we are super excited about. I know I'm looking forward to checking out some wrestling vendors, cool stuff there. Now, if you missed our show Friday night, our Road to Angel of Chaos, our preview show for Power Pro Lucha's upcoming Angel of Chaos show, then we want to let you know about our special announcement. And we've got a little video to show you that we played on Friday night to make the announcement. So here we go. Check that out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will be
Huge.
at PowerCon during the Attack on Trios weekend. And during PowerCon, we will have an exclusive in-ring interview with all three members of the Spectral Envoy. As I said Friday night, Ultramantis Black, Hallowicked Frightmare, not known for doing a lot of interviews. And to my knowledge, this is the very first time that the Spectral Envoy has ever done an episode or an interview together. So that will be happening live during PowerCon. If you are there, you will get to see it. If you are not live at PowerCon, this is being taped for a future episode of the Opinion City podcast. So make sure that you get your tickets to Power Pro Lucha's PowerCon. The link is in the description below. But not just PowerCon. Get your tickets to all 3 nights of Attack on Trios, because man, this is going to be this is huge, because we all know they brought back Trios tournament last year, having 8 teams and 2 nights, but they said, you know what, we got to go all the way with this. We can't just do it. We can't just do it a little bit. We got to do it all the way. So they expanded to 3 days. We've got 16 teams in the tournament. We've got the Ace of the Skies ladder match returning, plus a whole lot of things that haven't been announced yet. So make sure that you get all your tickets to Attack on Trios. Those tickets are going quickly. At the link at the bottom in the description will take you to tickets for Attack on Trios. It'll take you to tickets for PowerCon. If you are attending all 3 nights of Trios and you have your tickets, you get into PowerCon for free. But for everyone else, you can get your ticket to PowerCon. And there are also tickets available for Angel of Chaos coming up. So listen, tickets are moving very quickly,
very fast.
Don't sleep on it. Power Pro Lucha is always a massive sellout. And Attack on Trios, well, first off, Angel of Chaos, we talked about this on Friday, man. This is a absolutely stacked card.
Banger.
Like, it is unbelievable the amount of matches that are happening. And it's just going to be quite the evening, leading into starting the road to Attack on Trios, and going in strong. And Attack on Trios is going to be an amazing show. All right, well, it does not look like we have our good friend Morgan Dash yet, so let's talk a little bit about the most recent of news, which is Night of Champions. So let's talk about Night of Champions. We mentioned it. We mentioned it at the beginning, and so we know our king and queen of the ring, Io Sky, going up over Liv Morgan, and then immediately saying, "Liv, I will see you at SummerSlam." So Io Sky made the choice right off the bat, calling the shot. Obafemi gets the big win over Jey Uso. And
I was praying, man.
Listen, surprisingly, it's like, we didn't see any shenanigans. We didn't see any nonsense. We got a clean pin there. You know what I mean? Like, so Obafemi definitively winning against Jey Uso. And who knows what is going to happen. I don't know who he's going to choose. I have a feeling. I mean, I think he's got to go after Roman Reigns if he wants to really become, the ruler of the kingdom. If he wants to stand on top of that mountain. Look, nothing against Sami Zayn, but I think at this point, I think it's always been Roman. I think whoever won King of the Ring this year, you got to take a shot at Roman. Like, why do anything else? Nothing wrong with Sami Zayn, but I think Sami Zayn has enough challengers of his own for SummerSlam.
He has so many now. Like, the sky's the limit. We can have so many different opportunities.
Did you see, and this is really interesting because this was, I guess, a social media exclusive, but they showed Gunther backstage with Nick Aldis, and the two of them getting into an altercation. Gunther grabbed a hold of him. I was watching that today with the wife, and she says, "You think they're going to have a match?" And I said, "Well, I don't think Nick Aldis. I don't think he's not medically cleared. Like, I think
he can still go for sure.
I think he's just doing his. I think he's just doing his thing. So
he's just doing
GM. So I imagine he can still go, and I imagine that he will be. I think that's a home run right there. If we're not getting Gunther Brock Lesnar,
right?
And I think we need Gunther Nick Aldis. I think it's been building. I think it's been coming.
Right.
And I'm just waiting because I think if we get Gunther and Nick Aldis, I think that eventually Adam Pearce is going to step back in the ring one last time too.
Right.
So who knows? But definitely some interesting developments there with the King and Queen of the Ring. Now, also during the Queen of the Ring, we saw an appearance by not only the so-called baddies, but Charlotte Flair. And I think we're setting something up major between her and Jade, which I think is great too.
Yeah.
I like where they're going with that. Interesting to see Charlotte Flair just come out of nowhere like that. I tell you, that was like the last thought on anybody's mind. It had to be.
Well, it felt very much like Avengers Endgame-esque because you had to bring out Chelsea Green and then you had to bring out Charlotte Flair, and then you bring always people to thwart the baddies.
Yeah.
So it felt almost like an Avengers scale, like, hey, all the heroes are here to save the day, and Jade's not going to win.
Yeah. So we had so many pieces in this. When we were watching SmackDown, I said to the wife, I feel like we could have some new alliances here with Chelsea and Tiffany, who now Tiffany has seemed to she was very sour on the idea of Chelsea being involved at all, and now she's really into Chelsea.
Right. Yeah,
like it's become this big thing. So I think that the team of Tiffany and Chelsea alongside Charlotte Flair, because you saw the three of them in the ring together at SmackDown, and it felt like that's the perfect group for them. I mean, I can see Alexa Bliss being involved in this as well. Maybe Jade and the baddies will have to pull someone into their group to kind of even the odds. We could be heading towards a Survivor Series match.
I mean,
and
if
long term,
right. Well, if Naomi would be ready by then to be cleared to wrestle, I mean, you could add her to the baddies.
That could be something. Yeah, that could be a really big thing as well. So again, lots of women's action during the show. Lots of people showing up. It was quite an evening for the women, but it was also quite an evening for the men, including our steel cage match. Which I got to say, I told the wife that I was not excited for the cage match at all. To me, this whole Vision Seth Rollins thing, like, it's just dragged on too long.
Right.
It's not making a whole lot of sense. I feel like the Vision is not really a threat besides Braun Breaker. Like, Logan Paul is not really a threat. I mean, he's on the shelf, but he, even if he wasn't on the shelf, he's a great wrestler, but I don't think he's Seth Rollins level.
Yeah.
Austin Theory is definitely not a threat because he's not where he needs to be.
Right.
Like, he should be, because he's talented. I feel like he could be good on the mic. But it's not clicking right now. And Braun Breaker should be on his own. I don't see, like, the Braun Breaker Paul Heyman thing to me hasn't really benefited Braun Breaker in any major way that Braun Breaker couldn't have benefited or gotten himself to, you know what I mean?
Right, by himself, yeah.
But this cage match was incredible.
It was awesome, yeah.
Listen, the wife was in the kitchen. She went into the kitchen for something, and I'm just watching Seth Rollins' entrance. She went in because she's not as big on the entrances as I am. Like, that is like 90. Like, I love wrestling, don't get me wrong, but pay-per-view entrances, PLE entrances, special entrances.
Right. Yeah.
I love that. I love the sets. I'm all about the sets.
Yep.
Different designs and whatever, but I'm all about entrances. And Seth Rollins stops before he gets in the cage, and the dude just starts loading weapons into the ring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you got to get in here. 3 kendo sticks, 2 chairs, 2 tables. Yo, you got to get in here. And then Braun Breaker just decided to add to it. So I was like, all right now. So this is what we're doing.
And that opening scene where they both decide to sit across from each other, just and that stare down.
It felt big. That's what I'm going to say. It felt big to the point that I don't think going into this match I felt that going in. But like they get in the ring, and as you said, they got this stare down going on, and it felt big. And honestly, that cage match delivered. Cage match over delivered.
Yeah.
I will put that up there with a lot of other matches this year. Which, by the way, what did we see on SmackDown? It was Rey Fenix defending the AAA Cruiserweight title against Nathan Frazer, and I got to tell you, I'll nominate that for Match of the Year right now because that match was amazing.
That's good.
It was really. If you have not seen it, get a chance to go check out SmackDown. I'm sure you can find it on demand somewhere, or you can find the match maybe on YouTube. It's got to be out there somewhere, but you need to see this match. Because I always love like the Friday SmackDown before a PLE is basically all the people that didn't get on the show, PLE,
right?
But you get bangers on that show, like you seriously do. I mean, this was a huge week to begin with because let me just say, I said 2 years ago as we were sitting there at WrestleMania 40, I said to the wife, those guys need to be tag champs, and on Monday they got the smoke.
Dude,
you have no idea how excited I was when they won that. Yeah. Yes, because I
bet you were. I bet you were. So
I am
excited.
a huge Street Profits fan. Like I have been Street Profits day one, and I love everything about them. And they were in this big match at WrestleMania, multi-team and all this stuff. And I'm like, this is nonsense. They should be the tag champs. Now, nothing against R-Truth getting his WrestleMania moment at that show. Nothing against that because that was huge. But like they needed the tag championships. Now I'm hoping this starts a resurgence of the tag division because you've got the Street Profits who now have to look forward to the War Raiders.
Yeah.
So they're the tag champs down in AAA, and they're like, they want title for title, which I think is incredible. Seeing that, because that just like everything, how they're integrating the titles from AAA into WWE, I think it's amazing. I love it. I think AAA has been a big success, and I've been catching AAA Saturday night here and there. I don't watch it every week, but I try to catch it as much as I can because it is just fun, and the way that they're crossing back and forth with the WWE, I think it's great. And honestly, we don't know anything for sure, it's all rumors, but if TNA really is for sale and WWE is going to buy TNA, I'm excited to see what they would do with the same sort of crossover mentality. Because you have all you gotta do is take somebody in WWE who knows TNA and put them in charge there, just like the Undertaker. Now we don't know if he knows Lucha Libre. We don't know like what his background is with the Lucha Libre knowledge, but he is such a huge fan of it.
He knows something because whatever he's doing over there in AAA, it's working. Whatever he's doing over there.
Putting him in charge of AAA has been amazing. Like I cannot believe how well it has worked out. So if TNA really is for sale and WWE can get a hold of it, I was leery about the whole AAA thing to begin with, and it has turned out to be even better than I ever thought it could have been. I am excited for Triple Mania. Mania is going to be unbelievable this year.
Biggest one this year. I think this is their first 2-night.
It is their first 2-night, which is I cannot wait for that. Now it's interesting the way that they're doing it because for a while there they decided, we're just going to say that night one is to be determined, and you kind of. I mean, I felt like the writing was on the wall, being that they took WrestleMania to Vegas twice. Right. But I think it's really interesting to hold it on 2 nights. Now, the first night is September 11th. The second night is September 13th. So it's a day apart.
Interesting.
Probably because they're doing it in 2 cities that they're doing it in. But I think it's interesting that they're taking night one into a major market in the U.S.
Going to Vegas.
putting it there and then doing night 2 in down in Mexico, which I think is going to be incredible. I'm excited to see what putting, like, as far as the set design and the pageantry and all the stuff that like WWE puts into WrestleMania, seeing
right
what they're going to put into Triple Mania, because nobody ever talks about this. We always talk about, like, and again, there's no tribalism here. We don't do that.
No.
Like, that's not our thing.
Nope.
But
No.
if you look at the major wrestling companies in the US right now, it is WWE and AEW.
Right.
If you look at Mexico, you have 2 major players in Mexico. You have AAA and you have CMLL. Now, AAA is owned by WWE. CMLL has a working relationship with AEW.
Right.
And we don't talk about that much. It doesn't really get brought up, but that's another rivalry down there where, they're both trying to be the number 1 company in Mexico. And CMLL, quite frankly, has some amazing wrestling.
Oh, they absolutely
really do.
Amazing. And I just had to say, even though he's not, it's not, WWE, but like the fact that they signed Claudio Castagnoli, and then Claudio decided, I'm going to go full CMLL with this, and from this point on, I'm going to wear a mask out of the ring every time to honor their heritage. And I was like, that's really cool. Like that, just that little, like, letting, like, I'm going to sign with you, but also I'm going to like honor and like make sure that you're being in that specific light.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I love when they do things like that, and I love when companies let their wrestlers do things like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And prime example. I think Tony Khan and AEW might be looking at things a little differently now, because they basically sat Danhausen at home for a year, and all they had to do was let him be Danhausen.
Right.
Like, look at the massive success. Like,
it's huge. It's huge.
Legion of Danhausen is literally one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Good.
It is unbelievable. And Matt Cardona is going to be Zack Ryder.
Oh, absolutely.
It's coming little by little. And Matt Cardona said in an interview that he thought about packing his Zack Ryder gear and his internet title, because he's got got all that stuff. So, like, I think it's coming eventually. I think that would, because I think we're getting to the point where we're seeing more and more like groups that could possibly have Survivor Series matches, and I would love to see them expand it and kind of get back to the format.
I would love to see a Team Danhausen versus Team whoever he gets to face.
Because you've got
of evil Danhausen, like
it'll be the Legion of Danhausen versus like Los Garza and who else did he steal?
I don't even care who it is.
It'll be Dom and JD of the Judgment Day, because he owes them money apparently.
Right. Yeah.
But everything Danhausen is doing is great. They are like doing the slow burn on teasing what's under his sheet.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Every week, we're getting that little tease in there. But Danhausen is fantastic. It's unbelievable. Danhausen thought he was going to win King of the Ring until Michael Cole told him he wasn't in the match.
Yep.
And then what would happen if Danhausen won? And Danhausen is like, well, Danhausen would, it'd be Danhausen 316 because I just cursed your ass.
Oh, dude. They did that.
Oh.
They did that. I would buy that shirt instantly.
Oh,
instantly.
I said to the wife, they need a Danhausen 316 shirt. I'm on it. Like, I'm
amazing.
I'm totally in. Yeah, absolutely. So there is.
Do you see Danhausen ever actually winning any gold in WWE at some point? Maybe.
I don't know, because I think my issue with Danhausen at the moment is that, like, he doesn't. Not only does he not need gold, he doesn't need to be in any sort of
matches.
He doesn't need to be in any sort of like title picture. Like, he doesn't need that to get anywhere.
Right. He is over by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think we need any of that. Not to say that I wouldn't love to see him with a title, because I think that he could. I don't know, man. I think he could do some crazy stuff with that, but I don't know. I don't think it's needed, but I don't know, it would be fun. I'll say that much.
Now, for the men's King of the Ring, we had Obafemi win.
Yes.
Going into SummerSlam, it is a 2-night event. Could
Yes.
Oba possibly wrestle both nights if he wants to have his final match with Brock, but also face whoever he faces for the belt on night 2?
Yeah. So the discussion around all of that has basically been the whole Brock Lesnar thing, and so listening to Busted Open and the Pro Wrestling 24/7 channel, they had some interesting ideas there, and one of them being that he basically puts has Brock Lesnar challenged, and it's really about Brock Lesnar's career on the line.
Right.
I could not think of the word career for the life.
Right.
But it's all about his career on
right.
being on the line. And, it could be where Oba says, if I win, you retire. If you win, you get my title shot on night 2 to give him an incentive. And then you have Oba win both nights. So that was their thought. But
what's your thought?
I don't see it. I don't see it happening because I think the thing about it is if you have Oba and Brock, especially if it's going to be a retirement match, like if he loses, he retires. You have to have that go on last.
Right.
It has to. I can't see that being any other spot. But then, obviously, I think whoever challenges Roman, especially if it's Oba, that's going to be the main event of night 2. But then you've got the men you got the other men's championship. You've got the you have the women's titles. Like there's so many other opportunities.
Right.
So yeah, it's I don't know because it's a lot, I think, and I think it might kind of muddled the storyline a little bit when you've got all that stuff going on. You've got the Brock storyline, and obviously that's going to be a part of it because Oba keeps bringing it up, so it's not like it's not like he's it's not like he's not going to be somehow involved in this. Like Oba's just waiting for the other shoe to drop, and who knows, they may not even do anything with it.
Well, that was the biggest rumor to begin with. Was everyone was worried that they might have let Jey Uso win King of the Ring if Brock Lesnar came out and interfered, costing Oba the match. Mm. Thankfully, that did not happen. Well, because I really wanted Oba to win. Because I've never had an issue with Jey as much as you've had your issues with Jey. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he needs the King of the Ring. I don't think we need to see another go around of that. I'm glad he made it to the final, but if you're going to push Oba and make him be this monster, especially after you had him beat Lesnar and retired the first time, whatever, make him that monster. And you don't want to have him have more than one loss after he just lost to Brock, at the last event. Yeah. So I was hoping that they weren't going to give him that second loss, back to back, because that would have lost a little bit of Obafemi's luster a little bit if that were to happen.
Yeah, I would have been okay if they would have had Jey win and then have Jey go after Roman. I think that would have been a great story. I would have been okay with that. But I think at this point, I think Oba has to go after Roman, because if Oba's going to win the title, it's got to be it's got to be beating Roman. I don't see any other way for Oba to, I just don't see any other way for it to work out. But we'll see what happens. All right, so we may have Morgan Dash here.
I believe we have A1 Morgan Dash.
Let's check this out. Let's see if we can bring him in. Hello. Oh, hey.
Came right on time.
How's it going?
Yo. Hey, what's up?
What's up, guys?
What's happening?
I apologize for the delay. I could not get my phone to work with me whatsoever.
No, it's
Yes,
okay, man. We're happy that you
absolutely.
made it. We're happy that you
Yeah,
made it at least towards the tail end here
Ooh,
as you're dropping the camera.
yes. Yeah, no, just trying to move things out my way.
all righty. Welcome to the show. We have been talking about a number of things as we were hoping you'd be able to join us, and we're glad that you could make it. So let's kind of start at the beginning here. In your own words, who would you say Morgan Dash is?
Well, man, I'm the Green Flash, bro. I don't know how to describe it other than letting my in-ring skill speak for itself.
Oh,
I'll let the people judge who I am.
That's
yeah, I like that.
I love that. Short, simple, and to the point. Now, you're only 20 years old and you're already like a 35th class grad of Firestar Pro Wrestling. What made you want to start so young?
Uh-oh.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh, we lost audio.
We lost audio on your end.
All right, hold on. Yeah, we lost audio. All right.
We can't hear you there, buddy, unfortunately.
All right. Well,
got some of it in here.
Some technical issues
Technical
going
issues on Morgan's end here.
Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Nope. All right.
All right. Well, we got a little tease of Morgan Dash there.
as we work to get Morgan Dash back,
little teaser. Teaser.
All right. Well, let's talk about something. Let's hit up. So we are going to be at Angel of Chaos, which is just a little less than a month away, July 26th. That is the return of Power Pro Lucha to the Arlen Specter U.S. Squash Center.
That's right.
There's a lot of big matches going on. Let's just run it down quickly here. So we've got the Carry My Bags match, and this is sponsored by us. And now that we did that, let's get back to Morgan Dash. He might be with us. Let's see if we can bring him in here.
Let's find out.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. You're a little muffled, but
we can hear you.
Oh wait, nope. There we go.
No, you're fine.
We all clear?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Great.
So, as I was saying before, walk us through, your training at Firestarter. What was that experience like for you, and what made you want to start so early?
Yeah, so growing up, me and my nephews always watched WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, and, we would wrestle on the bed, wrestle on the trampoline, anything. And then we started wrestling in the backyard in front of our family and stuff like that. So it kind of just took off from there. I was kind of, into it from a very, very early age. And around COVID, we stopped doing the backyard wrestling around, I believe it was 2017. And so I kind of drifted away from wrestling. I went into middle school, and so I had more on my plate. I was worried about playing football, doing amateur wrestling, so or whatever they call that wrestling. I don't really know the name for it.
Right, right.
So yeah, then around COVID, lockdown's happening, and I'm sitting in my house. I'm bored. My parents had COVID, which sucked.
Oh,
yeah.
But as I'm sitting there during all this, I come across an Osprey match and some old Ring of Honor matches. So I watch all of those, and man, I was sold. I was like, I'm going back to wrestling. This is what I want to do. So the next week, I spent the week looking around for wrestling schools, and then the next week we called Firestar. Because I found AML, I found Firestar and other training facilities, and there's really none around other than AML and Firestar that I could find.
Right.
And I was like, Firestar seems to be the way. So, I started Firestar, what is it, June 7th of 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a long 6 years, but it was a great experience. Honestly, Firestar is one of the best training schools that you can find. Um, from the basics to just the environment of people and people wanting to see you grow and get better and help one another and things like that. People like Jackson Drake and Javon Evans, Alexander Moss, like many guys. So overall, amazing experience. If you want to wrestle, go to Firestar.
All right, there you go. Well, can you tell us maybe what your first match was like and what you remember about that? Maybe something you remember most about it.
What I remember most is being terrified.
Okay.
So, man, I remember, being informed like, all right, it's gonna be your first match, and the guy's name, he was Johnny Lyons. I
Okay.
am not sure if he has any monikers to like better describe him. Um, really good worker. Uh, so this was Future Blaze, I believe. Future Blaze or Future Fire was the name of the show, and
Hmm.
you'll go catch me wearing my red flame gear. The one time I've ever worn that gear in my entire career. But yeah, no, that experience was really cool. Just the surreal feeling of standing behind that curtain. Your music is playing. You're about to walk out, and just, bro, all you're thinking about is like, you're just going crazy. And as soon as you walk through the curtain, it's just nothing. You're just locked in. Your mind is on the match. There's nothing but that. You don't have time to think about anything because if you stop and take a second, that you're gonna mess up. That's how you screw yourself over in that way. But
Absolutely.
oh man,
Very cool. So where did the Star Assassin name come from, and how did that all come together?
right. So to be honest, that was like one of my first, I guess, monikers that I was using. I was doing the shooting star. So I was like, hey man, Star Assassin sounds cool. I'm beating people with this cool move, so hey, I'm gonna run with this for a little while.
Awesome.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right. I just had like a weird Wi-Fi outage.
Oh,
I don't know if you asked this yet, but did you ask him about seminars?
I did not. Let's
All
talk
right,
about the
cool. Let's talk about
seminars.
seminars because you've been in a who's who of seminars. Swerve Strickland, Speedball Mike Bailey, Gringo Loco, Dax Harwood, Bobby Fish. What's it like learning from talent at that level? And is there a piece of advice from each of them that stuck with you?
Um, so one, it feels like you're listening to like an ancient philosopher speak.
Okay.
Because depending on the guy, that's what it feels like sometimes. Um, they have a lot to offer um, in terms of teaching people. Uh, One thing that really stuck from Swerve's seminar was things that he was teaching about, like how a heel should structure their heat and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's little stuff like that that people are like, they get out of training, they learn the basics of that, but they don't know the secrets of that. And so they go their whole career not knowing this stuff is going to elevate them from here to here. But the day that they go listen to Swerve Strickland and learn that's all it took was just getting it up here and then applying it to your match.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing would be listen, watch, watch every every little detail of movement.
Hmm.
Um, that's how I learn different moves and you know am able to do them is because it's a piece by piece learning to it. And with perfectionism, it's got to be on point. Otherwise,
Hmm.
I'm not happy with it. Like
Right.
example, I I had a storm driver yesterday, and I almost lost him, and it turned into more of a bomb than a driver, and I was just like, man, that sucks. Won the match, but it still sucks.
Right.
But yeah, that's like one of my biggest things with going to these seminars is listen. If you have questions, ask the question. Be like, hey, this part right here, make it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Be like, hey, this part with this little bit, I'm a little stuck. Could you help me? Or like, if you don't know what they're trying to get you, just speak up. Don't be afraid. They will help you. That's all they want to do. They want to see you grow and become a better wrestler.
So, having gone to all these seminars and having gotten, a lot of great advice, is there a match or moment that you would point to as your breakout so far?
Huh. I gotta think on that one. There's a couple matches that I could give it to,
Hmm.
maybe. One would be probably my either triple threat or fatal four way at Deadlock that I had. So the triple threat was with Bojack and Manny Lowe,
Oh,
Mm.
and
nice.
the fatal four way was Bojack, Andrew Everett, and BK Westbrook
Woo.
and me.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Um, so I'll give those one of them, and then I gotta say me and Bo wrestling Miracle Gin to win the Deadlock titles, most definitely. Um, and I'll throw it out an honorable mention.
Ooh. Okay.
Um, Manny Lowe, me and Gringo Loco. That was fun.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that brings up a really interesting
Amazing
question because
matchup.
I can't imagine how this feels. But what is it like being an opponent across the ring from Bojack? Because I would be terrified. I don't know how I could wrap my head around like, oh boy, I have to go in there and wrestle with this massive monster. Like I don't know if I don't know if I could wrap my head around that.
Man, when it's something, especially I just remember this one imagery in my mind of me running at him in the corner before he lifts me up for freaking Samoa Joe Uranagi
Oh
senton on
boy.
top of me. Um,
Oh boy.
yeah, aside from his absolute size being that fear factor, um, Bo is among one of the best workers in North Carolina, 100%. Um, but nah, man, it's surreal because, like, for me, a small guy, I'm just like, yeah, yeah, I'm dying. It's over with. Can my career
Yeah.
ends? It's over.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
even as a big guy, I'm like, wow, I'm like the size of one of his legs, and I'm here, and I'm a big guy, like I'm not a little guy, and I'm like, wow,
he
because
can move with
you
them legs too.
oh listen, he's
Yeah.
insane. Like I don't even understand the things he does. I don't even understand.
Ah, hey man, he's
You're
Now,
not
crazy.
supposed to be able to do that.
no, no. Now, is there maybe a dream match for you or a dream opponent that you're chasing at this point in your career that you haven't wrestled yet? I mean, you are so young, so there's so much time, but I'm sure you have a lot of wrestlers that are on that list of I have to face that wrestler.
Yeah, I would say a couple. Mm, See, I always see a bunch of workers, and I'm like, oh man, I would love to wrestle these guys. Or you see stars and you're like, I would love to wrestle them. So for me, those people are like Nick Wayne,
Ooh.
Osprey,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jay, um, Robbie Eagles. You know,
Mm, yeah.
people like that. I would love to wrestle. I would get my ass beat, but Kenta, bro. Kenta.
Ooh, Kenta. Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a good one.
That's a very good
I,
one. Wow.
I'd be pummeled and beaten coming back from it, but hey, it'd be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're a bit of a freelancer, rather than really being tied to one promotion. So what's that like for you? Is it is it harder? Is the grind harder compared to maybe being tied to one promotion? Or
So, speaking from a sense of the indies, because I don't know much of how it works with like contracts or anything like
Mhm.
that. I don't
Right,
know how
right.
it is. But in terms of getting to pick your own bookings, lay out your own schedule,
Mm,
and charge your own rate reasonably, people.
mhm.
Please don't
Right.
charge like $200 when you're worth 50. Please don't do that.
Mm,
But it can get hectic. 2024 was a packed up year for me.
mm.
25 and 26 have not been as packed, and I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of bored.
I'm bored.
Like,
I love it.
I used to have 2 to 3 shows a weekend, like every
Wow.
back to back. It
Wow,
didn't matter
that's
where it was. There was hardly a weekend off.
yeah.
It was insane. Like I had to at least, ooh, if I can figure out exactly how much I made, I might have a lot of tax return to get, man.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine.
That's
Jeez.
pretty good.
That was a long year. I feel that year now though. Like
Right.
I was chill going through it. I was making it through. I wasn't in pain or anything like that. But now, like that's one thing I'll say about wrestling. You think you can go 1,000 miles per hour all the time, every match, but you can't. Yeah,
Right.
you can.
Mm,
Sometimes, like you want to limit yourself in a match just so you can save your longevity.
Right.
mm.
Well,
But
you starting out so young. I mean, you're already beating up your body tenfold, and you're already 20 years old. So you're already beat
jeez.
up pretty early on.
Starting at what was it? 14, 15. Starting at like 15, 14 or 15. Yeah,
Wow.
14 it was. Yep, 14. So yeah, taking all these bumps and stuff. I'm young, but whew,
Right.
take that up quick.
Yeah, that's well. So now that brings up a question. Are you? Because we've asked other people this, and everybody kind of has their own thought on it. But are you a fan of the travel aspect of wrestling, or do you not like the travel?
I I hate sitting in a car for hours.
Okay.
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 All right.
Like I can do it because I can
Mm,
sleep. I can get
Right.
my rest.
yeah.
So like 4 to 5 hours, I'm okay. But after that, I'm like, this is miserable. Like I'm
Mm,
Right.
tired of this grandpa. I went to I went to GCW when I made my GCW debut. We went to Illinois and Indiana.
oh yeah.
So
It's far.
from little old Greensboro, North Carolina, that's a good like 12 to 14 hours or something like that. Like 8 to 12
Yeah.
hours. And the whole way there, I was just like, dude, is it was this really worth it? Was this really worth
Oh boy.
it?
Yeah.
After that, I was like, okay, yeah, it was worth it. I got to meet some
Right.
people. I debuted for GCW. I got choked slammed by Jinder Mahal. Okay, it was worth it. It was worth
Right.
There you go. There you go.
Now, let's talk about this project that you wanted to bring up on the show and that you're working on with Free Flow Wrestling. What can you sort of tell us about it and give us the scoop?
So with Free Flow Wrestling, see, this started as kind of just an idea. It was just something that got talked about, and then something I played with 2K, and never really put thought into actually, this being the real thing
Mhm.
until a friend of mine, me and him started talking about a tournament, almost like PWG's Battle of Los Angeles, kind of mix that in
Yeah.
with something like WrestleCade with like a 2-day convention thing, da da da. And we were like, yeah, that's really sick. That'd be really cool. But that's hard. That's hard to do from scratch.
Sure. Sure.
From scratch, that's hard to do. Um, so that we kind of let that sail for a minute, and then it just came to me one night. I was sitting in bed, bro, and I just sit up and I'm like, "Yep, we're gonna start a company." I I don't know. It just hit me, and I sat up. I'm like, "Yep, that's what it's gonna be." So I start working, and I start theorizing,
Hmm.
conspiring, brainstorming, whatever.
Sure.
Start cooking up, and we landed on like downtown championship wrestling. It was awful. We were like, man, like no, that ain't
No, can't have that.
no. I was like, that's too basic. I was like, that's too. It's just another indie company, man. That's what that is. And I'm like, no,
Hmm.
that's not what we want. And I was like, I just want him to flow. I was like, flow, flow. I was like, hold on. I was like, we have a word. We have a word.
We haven't worked.
So I'm just thinking on that. There's a college wrestling group called Flow Wrestling,
Okay.
FLO Wrestling, and I saw them because I was making sure I was like, is there anything called Flow Wrestling? And I found that I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, but there's no like flow with the W, and I'm like, okay, but it can't just be Flow Wrestling, right? It could have. Now that I think about it, I don't think that would have been so bad. But at the time, I was overthinking. I was like, no, I wanted to be 3 words. So then I somehow, I can't remember how, but I got around to free flow. I was like, free flow? Because I had like two other options. It was free flow, and flow something. It was
Yeah.
like flow championship wrestling and stuff like that, and um, supreme flow. Like it was crazy. We had a lot of things uh, in the book look into that this could have became, but I ended up going with free flow wrestling, and I presented it to the I believe owner of Superjaw Productions, and his name's Joe. He amazing designer and production worker. But I talked to him about it, and he was like, "Dude, I'm sold on this. Let's work." And I was, I told him about it, and what I told him, I was basically like, we want to bring a new taste of nostalgia to people. We want people to feel like, man, we're getting that wrestling like from the 2000s era, like back when Ring of Honor was hot. That's what we feeling like. We want to provide that feeling with the caliber of matches and stories, the environment, the atmosphere, everything, the production, the presentation, not just the wrestling. That's where a lot of
Hmm.
companies go wrong. They focus on one area. They don't market. They don't produce. They don't
Hmm.
create. They just wrestle, and that's a problem. That causes a lot of problems. And if you look at the Carolina scene, you've got some great companies. You've got Firestar, Apple City, AML, TBD. I'll give that as the top 4 companies. in North Carolina right now. Everything else is like under that. So, you know, it was like, man, we need some new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to bring the new taste of nostalgia, but we want to bring something new. So it's like it's a challenge figuring out how to do that somewhat to an extent because I mean wrestling is how it is, and there's certain ways things work, but you can just
Right.
add spins and twists on stuff to make it different and unique, which is
Mm-hmm.
the cool thing. Like a basic thing like a promo, right? Um, just adding some cinematography and some background stuff to it makes it different than like me standing right here in front of this vertical camera talking with a wall behind me.
Right.
Like, just there's a lack of creativity. So when we say free the flow of creativity and excellence with doing and presenting this product and this art. To us, it's more of an art project of a movement than it
Right.
is a just another wrestling company, just another indie company trying to be cool wrestling. Because we're mixing music in like the world of anime and all kinds of things with it, um, giving it life of its own. The world of flow is the world of flow. Like it's just gonna come to life slowly as we go.
Very cool. Um, so beyond free flow wrestling, what is next for you? Do you have any goals set for yourself, or maybe some promotions that you're looking to work with?
See, me personally, I would really, really love to do some international stuff. Um,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
like maybe Canada, maybe Mexico. Canada would be chill. They got some really nice places up there, like C4 Wrestling, Real
Yeah.
Canadian Wrestling.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, matter of fact, there's a guy up there I would really, really love to wrestle too.
Ooh.
You have Charlie Starr. If you
Yep.
have not, go look at him, guys. Charlie Starr, mwah, chef's kiss. Been international. He's going to Japan in August. Really cool guy. And Von Vertigo. Von Vertigo is
Von
very
Vertigo. Okay.
very talented. Um, I've already wrestled Gringo, so
Yeah.
can't
Right.
say.
Hmm.
Nah, we'll throw him on there. Honorable mention. Love to wrestle Gringo again. He was a really good worker too.
Heck
Really
yeah.
fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have just kind of scratched the surface here with Morgan Dash. So we are definitely going to have you on again. We maybe we'll can get you on sometime around the start of Free Flow Wrestling. You have your first event is set up for August, I believe.
August 7th at Hangar 1819 here in Greensboro. From
All
scratch.
right.
Oddly enough, is the name because we're starting from scratch, literally. So I was
Ah.
like, better name than what we're doing. So
All
yeah,
right. Well, we'll be sure to get a link down in the description so people can check out Free Flow Wrestling and support you guys, follow you guys on socials, and you've got a YouTube channel you guys are doing. So we'll get that down there. We're super excited to see what goes on with Free Flow Wrestling and what goes on next with you. But we'll definitely have to have you on again and kind of get the full treatment here. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's lots and lots of things to talk about, but Sean, that's going to bring us to the final question of the interview. Why don't you take it away?
Yeah. Wrestling to everyone is different to each person, and we love to ask a question because everyone has their own specific answer for it. And for you being so young, this can go any way for you. So for
Mhm.
Morgan Dash, what does pro wrestling mean to you, and what is the significance that it has had on your life so far?
whew, that's a big question. Wrestling, to be honest, to start off, it's everything. That's all I've known, really. Like football, it wasn't that. So, like school wrestling, it wasn't that. It wasn't what pro wrestling is for me. And I truly feel like pro wrestling helped me grow not only as a wrestler but as a person. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have, I've always been quite more antisocial, kind to myself. If
Mm-hmm.
if it's outside the Morgan Dash persona, like if I'm not putting on that character, then it's not there. So I'm just naturally I like to be more alone and secluded, silent. Like I
Right.
don't like to be around a lot of people, man. Like when I was booked for WrestleCade, I hated every second of it, being
Oh,
around all.
God.
But like no, it was cool. I was with my friends. It was chill. But like when I go to shows and stuff, after I'm like hanging with your friends, that's cool and all. But you got all these people and like you're around, strangers. They all want to talk to you. It's just like ah. So like I understand why wrestlers feel like fans invade them, like like the big stars, in airports and stuff like that. I understand that to an extent. I don't know their level of annoyance with it, but
Right.
like I understand the like, man, I'm tired. I want to be away from all this. Um, and I'm just like I say, naturally in everyday life, like I'm like that as well. I go out, I'm like, man, I don't want to be here for very long. I want to go back home, where it's quiet with my cats.
Right.
But it's it's helped that a lot because like I have to do promos. I have to
Right.
talk in front of like I have to be seen. I have to be in the spotlight. So it's like I got to get over it. And what better way to get over it than to do it? Do
There
it
you
by
go.
yeah, do it by trial and error. Because I've had times where like just butterflies all in my stomach, man, like
Mm-hmm.
ready to throw up. And you just gotta breathe and know that you are where you are for a reason. You're not standing in that position because you're not prepared. If you weren't prepared, you wouldn't be there. Well, let me pause and say that that applies sometimes. Some places, you got people that got no business being there in the ring whatsoever, and they're still there. But we're not talking about those places. We're talking about the places.
Sure.
Yeah, talking about the good spots. But yeah, man, it's been a game changer for me. I've met a lot of people, had a lot of great experiences, and so I've seen a lot of places, traveled a lot of places. So you know, I wouldn't change any of it for a second.
All right. Well, great answer. Very interesting. A very different take on wrestling. So, uh, yeah, absolutely. So, Sean, why don't you tell us what our top five is? Because it's
Yeah.
about time to jump into that.
Jump right
I'm excited
into
for this one.
me too, because it's definitely not one I thought anybody would ever bring up. And when he brought it up
Yeah.
to me, I was like, this actually could work really well because it's different. So we're doing top 5 moves to perform, take, and see.
Okay,
All right.
that's right. Low key forgot what my top five was. Thanks for reminding me.
I love it. Good stuff.
Mm. Shall
All
we
right.
start from 1 or 5?
Number 5
Let's start
first.
Yeah, you'll start with five. Yep.
Go.
So this would be the least favorite.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my least favorite move to give. We'll start there. Honestly, probably like I don't know, like a suplex. It's so
The
basic,
suplex.
so
Okay.
basic,
All right.
See, it's so basic.
Suplexes are lame. Forget that. Who wants to do a suplex?
That's the first move I knew before I even started training. Like, that's how basic they are.
Yeah.
I did it on the wrong side. There's a proper side, but now to take my least favorite move to take is anything where you have to bump off the top rope or be quick.
Okay. Yep.
Anything like that. Yeah. Now to see, I'm gonna have to. I gotta think here because I've seen a lot of stupid stuff. I'm gonna have to say the more and more increasingly overdone move when it's not done by a certain select group of people like Amanda Kiss, St. Julius, and like TV people, the spear.
Oh,
The
yeah.
spear, yeah.
It's like, a spear. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yeah. Blah.
Out there,
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I have to jump in here a minute because now that you're saying this, I have a least favorite move to see, and if you talk to my wife, she'll tell you because I can't stand this. But through the very first 2 seasons of LFG, 75% of the matches were the side headlock. And so every time I see somebody on LFG do a side headlock, I'm like, oh, there it is again, the side headlock. Like that. And I understand, like, I'm so sick of side headlocks. Like I if I never saw one again, it would be like, I would be so happy.
I can't recall the last time I did a lockup and went to a side headlock or got put in one. I can't even think of it. Like,
well, you're not on LFG apparently because that's like, I mean, that's their favorite thing.
Man, if I go on LFG, if I ever was on LFG, I would probably just I'd have a cry.
Yeah, you would
From that show, and I'm just like, what what is this? Like,
it's terrible now because they got rid of the whole competition, and now anybody can go up at any time. But it's weird. You're watching wrestlers try and get their spot on LFG, like trying to move up to NXT, but then you turn on NXT and they're already there because this was filmed like months ago. So like,
it's like,
oh, terrible.
It's like, so unless you want to know how they got there, why watch LFG? And also, there was one character on LFG that made me want to throw things at my TV and break it.
Oh, is it Booker T? Because I'm with you.
He was so annoying. Not Booker T. He had a hat like backwards.
Is it?
Yeah. What's his name? BJ Ray. Yeah, yep. He's a mess. Yeah.
I understand why he's on LFG for a TV show. I don't understand why.
He's a made-for-TV guy,
right?
Just to be the foil to Bully Ray.
WrestleCade. God, I can't speak. He's a WrestleCade, and he came over and stuff around our area, and I was just like this.
Oh boy! Oh, please don't see me! Please don't see me!
Get me out of here right now.
Wow!
I greeted him and stuff. I was like, get me out of here because I guess he was in character. It was in character. I was just like, please help me! Somebody help me! Somebody help me! And then all I hear is the Allens going just from a distance. They came in like my rescue or something. It was like, Morgan, Dad. I just hear that. I'm like, the cavalry has arrived. What's up, boy? It was Great
Oh,
time.
that's great. Sorry to derail the top 5, but I had to get that off my chest. Oh,
You're fine.
All right, number
All
4.
right.
Number 4. Now, okay. I like this move a little more to do. I'll say, probably dives. Probably dives.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Now, the reason I put them at 4 is because they take a lot out of you depending on the dive and how
Right.
you land. Like, whenever I do the skyscraper moonsault off of both shoulders, we're very high up. And so when I land, that's a lot of impact on my knees.
Right.
So, and your ankles. You feel that pain a lot after. Like, when you get home, you shower, you lay down, you rest your legs, man, you're going to feel like you're growing to be 10 feet tall. That's how bad it hurts sometimes.
Oh boy.
Right.
And I don't take any, like, thing for it. Like, sometimes I'll take ibuprofen, but I don't really take painkillers or anything like that. Like, here and
Yeah.
there, my mom's like, hey, man, you need a muscle relaxer? I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
Nah, I tend to stay away from it just because, I hear the horror stories, so I'm like, I'm good.
Mhm.
I'll stick to suffering and
Yes.
Benjamin and get my mind off it. We'll be okay. Um, but yeah, I would say diets for number 4 to give.
Mhm.
Now, to take, I'll probably go with stuff like choke slams and power bombs
Okay.
and like Germans,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
high neck bumps and just height bumps that are just a nice get the wind knocked out of you.
Right.
Those
Oh, I
hate
love
with
that. Yeah.
passion. I hate taking them so bad. Like
Mhm.
one time, we didn't get to fit it in the match, but Manny Lowe was talking about some bullshit, talking about blue thunder bomb off the top rope. I was like, Manny.
What?
I was like, Manny.
They charge you with murder for that.
I'm like,
That
dude,
is when you kill someone.
I'm like, brother, I'm being paid $40. What you getting paid, dog? I don't know
That's the
about
best
you.
response I've ever heard. That's amazing.
Nah, but yeah, nah,
Oh my-
stuff like that. So that goes back to top rope bumps from number 5. But
yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's
man,
ridiculous.
bumps like that, they really suck. So I try to limit them.
Mm.
Now, see, another one I really cannot stand is stuff like what's that move where they kind of they're bent over, they grab their arm, they put their leg over and fucking twist them backwards and spin them, and they like take a back bump. Like, what is that? What does that do?
I don't know.
What does that do? It does nothing, man.
Isn't that Rhea Ripley's finishing move? Like she just whoop,
I
whoop,
think
whoop.
Cody Rhodes used it, or no, Zack Ryder used it for a while. I
Okay.
think.
All right.
I think Rhea might have done it too. Yeah, but I'm just like, man, what? This is why people think wrestling is fake. Because what did that do?
Right.
It's like Misawa drop somebody on their neck, or Kobashi take somebody's head clean off. You're like,
Mhm.
wow, okay. But then you see real freaking weird twisty move. You're like, no, he's good, bro. He's good.
Yeah.
Not hurt at all. They're selling it like they're dead. It's just like some of these moves can like be put on a literal ban list. Like
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
in pro. It was like the power driver was one of those moves at one time,
Mhm.
and it's like no, a move like that should be the please do this move, rather than these moves.
Mhm.
You
Awful, man.
want to talk about like a banned move list? I think at this point, as much as the move looks cool, the Canadian Destroyer has been overused so much the last few years. on a constant, regular basis. It is becoming so uncool at this point.
Well, Mexico is like invaded Canada and like taking control of it. Because like all the you hear Mexican destroyer all the time now.
To me, this is my opinion. I think since Penta started doing it on TV, specifically WWE TV, it's gotten that name, I guess, more across because you didn't really hear it as often unless somebody was talking about Penta while he was on AEW and the Indies and stuff like that. But now, like you say, that's all they call it. It's like it's more rare to hear a Canadian destroyer now.
Well, and I love Petey Williams because he's like, listen, I invented that move and nobody asked me if they could use it.
Right.
Like nobody's asked me. Not the Mexican government, nobody.
That is kind of jacked up because, like, at least with some moves, people ask. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Another one is the super kick. It's so overdone.
Oh yeah, super kick is so overdone too. It's in everyone's arsenal, and at this point, it makes the switching music look like nothing because everybody kicks out of it like it's nothing.
Super kick party made it cool to just super kick 100 times in a row.
Right.
Yeah. Blame it on the Bucks.
Yes.
That's right.
It's their fault. JR, damn them to hell.
Under the bus.
JR, damn them to hell.
under the bus, throw them right under
there. All right, number 3.
Number 3, okay.
Now we're getting closer to your favorite move to take, or to give and take and see, and
we'll go ahead and go to the C for this one. We'll put that at Canadian because it's so overdone.
Okay.
Now, third favorite to give, I'm gonna have to say probably like Poison Rana's Spanish Flies.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
You like the flippy stuff?
Yeah. They get the nice pops too. When it's the right crowd, sometimes it doesn't work. But I mean, example, sometimes during the shine, like I'll hit that duck the line, pop off of that step up Rana, and just the way it looks, they're like, whoa. Like, well, okay.
Right.
I don't like to do my stuff and it looks slow. I like everything to look. It's like I've been told, like, brother, you gotta slow down, kid. And I'm like, no, actually, I don't. Because I am. Brother, you need to shut the fuck up. But like the way I do certain moves, they look like I'm going 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm not. I'm going at a pace that fits me and my opponent for us to be able to pull it off and also be safe. Now sometimes we be moving, but that's what people like Steve Allen, the people that really, really push me. Now, getting around to the taking, instead of this one being I don't like to take it, I'll say I like to take this one. I like to take Poison Ranas or Canadian, like head bumps. I like taking those. They look nasty, and they also get a good reaction. So, I'll say those there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're up to number 2. This is the runner up here.
Yeah.
To your number 1.
So to give, I already said Poison versus Spanish. I like doing the Storm Driver. It is a very fun move.
Okay.
because it's not too overly done. Not a lot of
Okay.
people do it. The one guy that does do it, he's not doing it often, and I don't know anyone else that does the Storm Driver other than Osprey and Misawa. Um, and so it's like on certain people at the right time for certain matches, I can use that, and it's really good,
Right.
and it looks legit, and I look legit because even though I'm 5'2", 110 pounds, man, I'm over here lifting somebody up by their arms, dropping them on their neck for the finish. It's like, okay, that's dope.
So you suggested that as a finisher to Bojack, right? Like you were going to do that to him.
If I could get them up, man, that'd be crazy. Yeah,
That'd be a viral moment. Wow.
facts. And the other thing about it is I'm small, so I don't get to lift a lot. So when I do, when those times come and I get to lift, it means the world to me. It's so fun. It's so cool for me. So it's different. I don't have to do a springboard blockbuster and it takes a bunch out of me. I don't have to do a shooter and land on my knees and it takes my knees out.
Right.
I don't have to do the high risk stuff for me. Now I just got to be able to control them and hold them and bump them safely, and they got to be able to take it safely. But that's about it. Now taking for number 2, favorite move to take. I'll say probably offense for Manny Low.
It has its own category. Offense from Manny Low.
Yeah, that is the category. Because he'll have me torture rack, freaking put me onto the ropes. I'll come off. He'll give me a spinning wheel kick. So just like sequences of stuff that are nice, clean moves. They're fun. That's fun to take. Stuff like that. So if I can't give you a move for that one, it's a category.
Right.
Yeah, just like a flurries of offense. They're fun to do when it's not like over the top and crazy, like you're dying.
Shout out to Manny Low.
Nice piece up, a power pro coming in, jumping knee, smack, gut kick, head kick. I'm like, oh my god, man.
Dude, that was the most insane match of the night. You making your huge debut at Power Pro. That 4-way was insane.
That was a fun match. I almost died getting power bombed to the outside of the ring. Shout out Manny again. Dude, I don't know who the fan was, but he like reaches out to put his arm out to catch me, and my knee just comes in like right here in the pocket as safely as possible. Just bang, GTS. Another favorite move, by the way. Honorable mention. But yeah, that was great. Now, my favorite move to see.
Number 1.
Here we go.
Did I give you number 2 for my favorite move to see?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. No, I don't think so.
Osprey kick.
Osprey kick. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I stole from him. Yeah, no. That's what I was saying like earlier when I watched something bit by bit, like the Osprey kick. I watched it 1,000 times. Every single movement to that handspring to the kick part. Every bit of it. Yeah, now on to number 1.
Number 1.
All right, here we go.
Without a doubt, the shooting star. Without a
Shooting
doubt.
star.
Nice.
Yep, without a doubt. Because there's many reasons. One, it looks cool. It gets a good reaction. It's a legit finish. It's not too overdone. Like a lot of flyers do it, but they do it as a move and not a finish.
Right.
But also, it's one of those moves that I really, really, really worked on. It took me 9 months and some change.
Wow.
it was like I had to learn a new jutsu, bro. It was
Wow.
it's hardest
Yeah.
with the block, the mental block.
Right.
'Cause just that rotation, it's not natural. You're not used to it, and it's scary. But again, I can thank wrestling for pushing me and
Sure.
making me do things that I'm not used to because I was like, man, Evan Bourne is so cool. I want to do Airborne.
Yeah.
There it was. You know, I started working on the outside in a ring with noodle ropes. Same
Okay.
with the I learned to do those moves on a very unsafe ring.
Very
Um,
unsafe.
yeah. Now, my favorite move to take, without a doubt, my favorite move to take.
Tombstone.
Come on now.
I was thinking package power driver just
Ooh,
because
okay.
like
Ooh, all right.
it just looks like I die, man. Just straight.
Right.
Like it's no, there's no good things that like uh, it's no like positive reason for like that I like to take it. It just looks like I die. So it's all the
Right.
negative.
There you go. Yep.
Uh, it's got to be from the right person.
Of course.
Sure.
There's some people they're like, "Can I give you a package?" I'm like,
Right. No.
Absolutely not.
"You
I'm
kill people." No.
As
Um,
they say where I come from, hard pass.
Hard pass.
yeah,
Hard pass.
yeah. Now, favorite move to see, um, without a doubt, is the Stormbreaker.
Right.
Very beautiful move. Um, yeah. I got some honorable mentions for stuff that I don't like because it's overdone. The Hidden
Okay.
Blade.
Mhm.
I do it on rare occasions just to get at people that talk shit to me because they're like, "Oh,
Sure.
you like
Sure.
Ice Skate, the Hidden Blade." Because I used to do it when I was a Star Assassin a lot more, but I don't know more. So like, they give me shit for it, and so I'm like, "Yeah, here's a Hidden Blade for you." Just yeah. Um, yeah, and you know Misawa's Inland Flosion. You know, I really love to see that move as well. Yeah.
Heck
So,
yeah.
Well, I think that is probably the most the most intense conversation we've ever had, or thorough conversation we've ever had about pro wrestling moves on this show.
Yes.
Definitely. Sean, do you have a favorite move to see?
Oh god, favorite move to see. Um Probably because it was banned and it's not seen enough now, but the Vertebreaker was always a cool move to me because
Oh,
because
okay.
if it was
Yeah.
with the right person, it looked like they died. Like
Yeah.
Homicide.
Oh,
what was
yeah.
that?
Homicide was killing people out there,
Oh,
man.
dude, it was
No
brutal.
wonder he got his name, Homicide. He picked
Yeah.
the right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I would say so they some call it the Blu-ray. It's they pick them up and it's like the running Death Valley driver into the corner. I love that move. I think that's just so impressive. Now, where do you land on chops? How bad do they hurt?
Okay. If you get chopped by
Mm-hmm.
LeBron Kozo, Steve Allen, or Rob Killjoy, or Maurice Moss, you brother, Diego Hill, number 5,
Oh, yeah.
you brother, listen, if you are a wrestler, this is for anybody out there, anybody listening, if you are a wrestler and you don't want to be chopped, don't wrestle these people.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, put a shirt on. Matter of fact, just quit. Because you're gonna
Just
get
quit.
chopped.
Just
You're
quit.
gonna get chopped, dude. It's wrestling.
Just
It's a
quit.
part of it's as basic as a suplex. It's what we do. It's as basic as the headlock and the shoulder tackle. Like
Yeah, but
that's
it don't
something
feel
we
good.
do, man. And
Yeah.
they absolutely suck. They hurt. From those 5 people, the worst thing ever. Now, from some people, they'll chop me. I'm like, bro, hit me again.
Yeah.
Put this crap into a little girl or something. Like, come on. Yeah, man. Chapter.
Oh. All right. Well, that is, as Sean said, that is one of our more unique top 5s, and I quite thoroughly enjoyed that. It's always good to get some perspective on wrestling moves every once in a while. But yeah, great top 5. So now we're going to move into upcoming events. Obviously, we've already talked about Free Flow Wrestling with their debut show August 7th. Anything else going on in the world of Morgan Dash that you would like to highlight?
So I have the finals of the Alpha Cup tournament for BWA Wrestling in Eden, North Carolina, versus DK Westbrook. That will
Nice.
be, I think, the last weekend of July, something like that. Yes, I believe so. It's the last weekend of July. I don't have a very tight schedule for this summer. I know I have Apple City Championship Wrestling. I think it is the 18th of July. We're wrestling. Me and Bo are wrestling the top shooter.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about Maurice. Oh, my chest
Yeah.
is feeling. Ah!
Oh boy.
Right, Maurice. Just one, please. Just one.
Yeah.
His worst one is.
Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, I can't even imagine.
Those are some of the attachments, though.
Yeah. All right. So we had you can follow Morgan on socials. We've had socials running across the bottom of the screen. So definitely follow Morgan on socials to see where you can see him next and where he'll be.
Yeah.
And of course, we have a link down in the description to follow all the Free Flow Wrestling that's going on and their debut show. That's going to be exciting. So as we mentioned a little earlier, Sean, we've got some stuff coming up. We've got a big episode next week too.
We do. We are talking to High Fashion. We've already spoken to one half of them, Mark Raspa Jr., but we're going to be talking to Sebastian Dalpino and Mark Raspa together, always in style. Super excited for that one.
Absolutely. And then in July, you can catch us at the Mahoning Valley Drive-In here in Lehigh, in my neck of the woods, for Real Rumble. It is professional wrestling. It is a drive-in movie. It is a wrestling vendor market. It is a whole day of fun. You definitely want to come out for that. And then don't forget to get your tickets for PowerCon, because we will be doing a interview live in the ring with all 3 members of the Spectral Envoy, possibly the first time that the 3 of them have all spoken together. So definitely get your tickets for PowerCon, get your tickets for Attack on Trios, and come hang out and have a great weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once we finally got you on the show, this was a lot of fun. Definitely excited to have you on. And we will definitely do this again. We'll get you in before Free Flow Wrestling gets going there, and we can talk about that as well. Because we just, I believe we just scratched the surface of things we can talk about with one Morgan Dash.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we thank you for your time today. And of course, you are always welcome here on the show. Pleasure having you today. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of the Opinion City podcast. For the Green Flash himself, Morgan Dash. For Parmesan, I'm King Ralph. And remember, kindness is free, so be kind to each other. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you guys next time.
That's Opinion City. New episodes live every Sunday on YouTube. And to our Patreon members, thank you for supporting independent wrestling media. We'll see you next time.